Hi, I'm AKMoonstone. Welcome back. And per request, and there's an extra special one for a person out there. You know who you are. That was for you. Anyways, let's clear the heart space. Close your eyes and enjoy this love tuna. Whew. All right, sorry. That it got to me. I've been kind of out of breath all day. Shoveling snow. I live in the magical mitten, so I don't care what the weather guy said. We're getting more than 8 inches out there. Anyways, what's happening in 2 days? February 18th, the sun is going to enter Pisces, and this is going to affect everyone. So sit back and enjoy the moon in Libra, because once the sun enters Pisces, we are all going to wake on up. Everybody will be affected. This is not just for, oh, I'm a Pisces. It's not for just Pisces. This is going to affect everyone. So dreams are going to be more vivid. That gut feeling that you've been ignoring is going to be more intense. So expect people to start acting strange. So divorces, breakups, ghosting, and ignoring other people, that's going to be on high. This is because Pisces is purging everything, because people built things on illusions, right? Once Pisces starts disrupting these people's illusions and crumbles what was built on false foundations, a lot of people are not going to be able to handle this. So expect waking up at 3 a.m.s. Pay attention to messages. You're going to be guided to something, so definitely listen to it. This is happening because we are being rewired and adjusting to the new energies that are going to be coming in. The old is slipping away, and those people that built their foundation on lies, deceit, falselessness, I don't know what to say. Those people are going to fight to hold on to the false illusions, because that's what they built. It was their safety net. But we, the people that are watching this, we are going to let go and let God. We are going to allow and surrender, right? Anyways, remember, Pisces also rules the spirit world in intuition. So this goes back to past lives and unfinished business. The veil, the veil is going to be thin. So there's going to be a lot of restless souls out there looking for closure. And if you're feeling drained around someone, it could be because you're absorbing more than just their energy. Some people are not aware that they are carrying things with them, and that could include attachments from the spirit world, okay? Ancestors, whatever, family members, anything. So if these people that are carrying something, you'll know, because you're going to start to feel heavier. So rebuke and cancel, wish it well, love, peace, and healing. If you're sensitive to energy like I am, just wear protective colors this week. Black, red, blue. Blues are good. Green is okay, but if you're going to wear green, make sure you have black with it. Black is a great grounding stone. I'm trying to think of some red stones, but the only one that comes to mind is like a red jasper. Garnet is a good one. Those are protective stones. Blue keeps your energy calm. Anyways, expect fatigue. Your body is going to be recalibrating, so you're probably going to get more tired suddenly. They're going to be like sudden fatigues out of nowhere. Expect deja vu, and the deja vus is for spiritual alignment. You might have a dream the night before, and then when you're waking up and you go about your day, the dream will actually unfold in front of your eyes. This is Pisces. That's what that does, That's also spiritual alignment. So pay attention to those. So that way you know how to act, because these are warnings that they're giving to you. Expect being disconnected from others. especially from probably family or friends, like old friends that you've been friends with for a long time. This is the separation from those who are awake and those who want to stay asleep. This is basically another timeline shift. So your path is being forced to change. You can't take a lot of these people with you into your future or your new beginning. Don't expect to get much sleep after the 18th. Visions and symbols are going to be prophetic. You might have a hard time to process all these new downloads, the symbols, the visions. You're going to have a hard time. So that's why you're probably not going to be sleeping much. Divine timing and intervention is going to be at play. Destiny is going to start speeding up because it's like they want to push you into where you're supposed to be. And the people that you're holding on to, you're already done with them. So you got to let it go, allow and surrender, right? Don't look at what you lost. Start preparing for the new. Your new beginning is the blessing that you're receiving, and you don't want to miss out on it. The past is already gone. Allow and surrender. Step into the unknown, because Pisces does not care about what you want, doesn't care about your feelings. It just wants you to listen, so pay attention. Your past cannot come with you because you have a higher calling. You have a purpose. So, and those people that you're holding on to, they're just hindering you, so. Anyways, let's do a couple cards to get the energy for today, but that's going to be for the 18th, so that's like a heads up. With that being said, what do we need to know to move forward right now? I'm trying to get the cards into the camera so you can see what I'm doing. What do we need to know to move forward right now? For today, Sunday, what is the energy for today? What kind of guidance do we need? Also, there's still a mess hanging around us. Spring clean. Spring is actually in the air. Why? Because after the 18th, we're going to be pushed into our new beginnings. Anyways, I got two. Be prepared to sacrifice something. Oh, wonderful. And get it out to the world. Get out into the world. So Sagittarius, get out into the world. Get out. I cannot say this. Hold on. I rebuke and cancel. I'm going to speak today. All right. Get it out to the world. You got something you got to get out to the world. It's time. Time to shine. And be prepared to sacrifice for something. To sacrifice something. This is the card of Neptune. Yielding is the only way to, and then it says inspire others to inspire others. Your highest ideas, the rules of get it out in the world. Be prepared to sacrifice. This is Neptune and Sagittarius energy, huh? Alrighty. Well, let's get a storyline. Our new beginning, we got something, we got your higher calling. You got something you need to say and get it out to the world. Oh, also, speaking of the veil being thin. All right, so this is probably a message for someone very specific out there, and I feel like I need to say this because it's been lingering around me. I typically do not speak with lower vibrational energies, but this one in particular is not going away, so in order for me to get it to go away, I need to speak it out there to someone. Whoever died 4 days ago, they died with regret, and whatever it is, they did not get to say something to somebody out there. They miss you, and they do love you. And like I said, this person has regret. He's quite sad, actually. There's like things that he never told. It's a male energy, but he did not tell somebody something. So, I wish you well, I wish you peace, and I wish you healing. I hope that message reaches somebody. Anyways, I got 2 cards out today. Well, that's odd. These are reversed and my cards are never. Bottom of the deck right now is an injustice. Okay? Healing from a betrayal. That's weird, especially after just saying that. The person did not put matters into their own hands, and it was not divinely guided. He didn't listen to his higher self. Actually, I'm going to clear the energy because I feel like that person is still around. So hold on a second. Let me clear the energy. Because we want a collective reading. So, God, angels, universe, and spirit, what does the collective need to know? What does the collective need to know? All right. Not speaking about something, not getting a phone call today. Probably because it's Sunday. Communication has stopped today. The cards are very stubborn. Hold on a second. Ooh, those all popped out and one fell on the floor. So give me a second. Not speaking. This is the Hangman. Something's being blocked. Delays. Expect delays. Oh no. I don't like hearing that. This is so weird. Okay. Somebody losing it all. 10 of Pentacles upright is getting everything you ever wanted. This is losing it all. There's a delay. Somebody lost it all. They didn't put work and effort in. This is kid energy. There's a message. Somebody's kid made a bad choice and they're panicking. So somebody's panicking. That's a weird reading to start off with. Anyways, the Queen of Cups is up, right? Loving and kind. I do feel that whatever is going on, it is about love. Doing the right thing. This is the Emperor. The Emperor males are going to be dealing with somebody unstable. This is an odd reading to start off with. Okay, I'm gonna do a couple more. Anything else? Somebody hit rock bottom. Straight up. Somebody hit rock bottom and somebody lost it all. And it's over. So real quick. All right. If you're in your masculine energy and you're an emperor and you're doing the right thing, you probably have a lot of deceitful people around you. Most people who, like I said, when you're getting closer and doing the right thing and you're closer to the divine, that's when the evil shows up. So you got somebody who's not giving to you. There may be mental instabilities could be at rise. Anyways, if you're a masculine and you're in an upright position, you could be in a power position, like of authority figure. Maybe you wear a uniform to work. Could be police officer, somebody in a higher power, CEO, something like that. Anyways, if you are this guy and you got someone deceitful around you, he's digging into you. You got people digging into you, like investigating you. This person is very brokenhearted. They did hit rock bottom, but it's over. The cycle is over and you're free from that. So don't fall back into that. Don't communicate. Hold on. So masculines completed a cycle and they are going to be stepping into a new contract. Looks like a love contract. And what's hidden from this masculine, this emperor, is the Empress. What's hidden is the Empress. That's your gift. That's your new contract. Your cycles are over. So masculines, you have to end something so that you can enter into a new loving relationship. Because you have something more important to deal with than that kind of energy. And whoever that person is, they're brokenhearted. They need to heal. Wish them well. I'm going to go into this line up in top for a minute, but just real quick. That was for the masculine energies out there. There are still third-party situations going on. You could be waiting on an offer. If you are in a third-party situation, the third-party people, they do not want you reconciling something. That's over. Third-party situations are going to be over, and help is arriving because the divine is going to step in to get rid of that, because they're blocking. I get it now. They're blocking the new contracts. Oh. And if they continue to keep blocking, death is upon them. They're holding up God's plan. Help is arriving. I don't see phone calls today, but definitely written communication. Pay attention to communications, emails and texts. Pay attention to those. Some of you that are looking for like job opportunities, keep looking at your emails. It is going to come in. Yeah. Destiny is at play, so keep moving forward. Going back to what we said in the beginning, someone is blocking somebody. Whoever this person is, it didn't say who it was. I do have one female energy out there, but nothing really is coming out for her. This is about love. You need to look at things. If you are a loving and kind person, actually, I have something very important to say about this. Not now though. Let's just get through the reading. But if you are a loving and kind person, you're the Queen of Cups. You are being called to stay in this energy. And you might have a lot of people around you that are trying really hard to get you out of this energy, okay? And I'll explain in a minute. I actually was going to put out a video and I wasn't going to merge the two, but I think I might need to. Anyways. What you don't know, and I'm thinking it's for the Queen of Cups, what the Queen of Cups does not know, people that are loving and kind, there's been manipulation. But you are going to be working together with someone, or just your new beginning has been a little delayed. Your destiny, they can't take your destiny, they can't take your path. Somebody that could be out there using children. If you're using children as a pawn, that person's panicking. You could have a child that maybe made a bad decision. They might be panicking. Hold on one second. Just know that things that we do not know is going to come. We are going to get the pieces of the puzzle. You will have clarity and balance will be restored. Why? Because all of us are going to have this. This is the 10 of Cups. This is a happy family. This is emotional wish fulfillment. Even if you do not want to have kids or you don't want kids in your future, you will have an emotional fulfillment. That's love. That's love in its truest form. If someone does betray you this week, I'm not even putting these cards out anymore because I guess I am going to have to speak on what I actually was being guided to. There is somebody, Queen of Cups, there is somebody out there that is just trying to get you in your feelings, and they not only have they betrayed you, but they're going to keep doing it. They're trying to get a rise out of you. You need to release yourself. Release yourself from it all. It's not your fight. Let God fight that one. And the masculines that stay in their heart space, as long as you stay in your heart space, the people that did you wrong, karma card. What goes around comes around. Male and female, if you're both loving and kind, and you stay and you do what you were meant to do, karma will begin for those who did that. So you need to release so that karma can come into play for those who did that. Okay? That's betrayal. And the bottom of the deck, work. So yes, I did mention that. A lot of people are going to be getting some job offers. They will be coming in. It's probably going to be a delay, I'm assuming, because Monday is President's Day. There's a delay, but you will get written communication, probably texts and emails, probably not phone calls. That's kind of what I got out of that. I'm just clearing the deck, but you will get a job offer if you are searching for jobs. It is coming in. All right, so something's wrong with my deck here. Okay, no, it's not. It's just me. This is the AKMoonstone Oracle Story deck. You can get it on my Etsy, AKMoonstone. But let's definitely get a card to end the reading, and then I'm gonna do something real fast. Hold on a sec. There's a mess. I don't like that. Someone made a mess. There's been a mess. That's probably why things have been delayed. It's like the universe has to clean up the mess a little bit. So definitely have patience during this time. Everything just keeps falling apart. Things are gonna fall apart. That's the energy. It's just gonna fall apart. There's nothing you can do, so allow it. All right, we got one out of the mess. And some more. Hold on a sec, because I'm only gonna do one or two. I don't do a lot. These are oracle cards. Come on. Come on. Give us a card. What do we need to know for today? All right, we're going with that. Messages and signs, the number 3. I wrote this book. Just so you all know, when I wrote this book, it's only available on ebook, but I still cannot get Amazon to publish it in paperback. So we are still being delayed. I do not understand that. Anyways, and then when I wrote this book, it was to help people to know what the year 2025 was going to bring everyone and every individual sign, which kind of bums me out. So if you have an ebook, this is a good book. Anyways, numbers are the universal language, and with the number 3 brings knowledge, inner wisdom, divine communication, and manifestations. You drew this card because your guardian angels are giving you a sign, a message, a symbol of encouragement to pursue one's dreams, and an invitation to trust in your abilities to create the life. I just lost my space, my spot. To create the life that you aspire and that you need to lead. Each number carries its own energy and has a deep symbolic meaning that can guide us on our spiritual journey, offering insights into the mysteries of the universe. Do things come to you in 3s? The number 3 holds a sacred place in the hearts of many believers as it brings balance and harmony to the mind, body, and soul. Each entity represents a different aspect of the divine, yet they are all inseparable and interconnected. The number 3 represents the cyclical nature of existence, with creation, preservation, and destruction, all being essential components. It symbolizes the different aspects of life, such as birth, growth, and death, or the cycles of nature. The power of 3 extends beyond trinities, mythology, and folklore. It adds a sense of balance and completeness to the narratives and even time, meaning past, future, and present. It serves as a teacher guiding us on life's journey. It reminds us of the interconnectedness of all dimensions and realms and the impermanence. I can't say that word. You know what's sad? I wrote these cards and then I can't even pronounce that word. Impermanence of life, urging us to embrace each moment and appreciate the precious gift of existence. Seek balance, honor the cycles of life, and connect with the divine trinity within you to unlock the mysteries of the universe and nurture your soul on the path of enlightenment. Pay attention to signs and synchronicities at this time. And if you look at that little heart, love. Love is still huge. We're still in the month of February. And love makes you see things from higher perspective, right? The other card that came out is change. This was one of my books that I wrote. The book is called Spiral. A spiral has many spiritual meanings that include the concepts of human development, change, and the journey within oneself. It represents the interconnectedness of all things of existence and inspires people to seek balance, harmony, and the greater awareness. Spirals represent the spiritual journey and personal growth to self-mastery. A spiral is a sacred symbol that represents the unity of mind, body, and spirit. As you move along the spiral's path, taking one step at a time, you move closer to spiritual enlightenment, invoking a sense of mystery and wonder as a reminder that there are always more things to explore and to discover, both within ourselves and the world around us, seen and unseen. As you reach higher levels of awareness and authenticity, seek to connect to your higher self, the divine, source, and your spiritual team, your ancestors, and the universe at this time. This is the internal flow of life and the unity of all things, the law of oneness, and the journey of one's soul. Change and growth is an ongoing process without a final destination, and the universe reminds us that we are all part of a larger whole, interconnected with different levels of existence of all life and the afterlife as a reflection of one's soul's progression. By visualizing a spiral in your meditation state, this can help to quiet the mind and deepen your connections with whom you choose to connect with, fostering in greater insights and inner peace. That is the energy right now. Actually, the energy that is still lingering is something that I wanted to bring up. So I wasn't going to do it. I was going to do a separate, but because love and the cards keep coming out, and it kind of makes sense, maybe I should just do this right now. There was a song this morning that I've been drawn to it for a few days, and the song actually is by a man named Dax. I think he's Canadian, and his lyrics, I wanted to write them down because I think this is the energies a lot of people have been dealing with. But this man wrote this song about 4 years ago, and the name of the song is called Joker. And here's his words. I'm gonna only recite some of it, not his whole song, but it says, "You call me evil, but how would you know it unless you live it already? You think you're better, right? Because nobody sees what you've done in the dark. But if I put your life in this light, you would crumble and fight to survive or die. But I already knew that already, and I ain't special. But I specialize in making you feel especially stupid for judging a human while you sit at home and the whole world judges, but can't watch what you do or follow and hate all your movements. I ain't complaining, but I know the people who do it are sicker than me." I'm skipping some verses, and then he talks about how his heart is a biblical scripture. And then he talks about how this person follows him around. And it says, "You leave a negative comment not knowing what you sow you will reap. I bet you smile when you post, thinking you're hurting me. But you see, the way the brain works, you become what you speak. I need peace, but you can't offer that. I held my ground. I didn't sell my soul. Screw the fame. You can't take that offer back. All the fame is not worth of a heart attack. You're insane. You're in pain. I can tell by what you're saying." And the chorus goes, "But my bad. I forgot you were fragile. I forgot someone who doesn't even know me told you that I'm an asshole. I forgot that I'm a villain, and I forgot that I've always spread positivity, but you think I don't. I forgot that hatred stems from people who hate their own existence. I forgot that I'm better off alone, and I forgot that I care about everyone's happiness, but I forget about my own. I forget I spend every waking second on my phone." And then he laughs like the Joker, like Batman and Joker. And then he goes, "Come join my circus. I'm recruiting. I'm taking everyone who passes judgment, and that's including everyone who thinks it's so amusing to put me down while I'm pursuing. The keyboard warriors that live online behind a screen, that's just an illusion. Come join my circus. And he says it several times. And then I wanted to go into, he says one more thing, and he says, I don't need a doctor. I need a bag of nails and bricks to lay down on the floor. So if you fail to land a flip, you can feel what I felt when you tried to come and sink my ship. Let me explain. You all will help me financially gain, but I spent all my money on mental health books, and I read them just to control all of my pain. But I bought this chain, and just like you, this chain is fake, and I wear it to distract you from the blatant sadness that is written on my effing face. And then he says some other things, but then he goes, but maybe, just maybe, you're blind, and the hate inside your heart clouds your eyes, and your mind, and your ears when I rhyme. Stop comparing me to people who are not in my league. Stop saying I don't believe in God just because you can't read. Stop making fake profiles so you can spam my feed. I'm not alone. I know there's millions out there just like me. And there's a bunch of us. I want to thank you, Dax, for making that song. Because I've listened to that actually like 3 times today, and I was like, this coincides. And I know that what people are going through right now, because I see it around me. I've already passed that test and learned that lesson, but I do have somebody that won't let go. It's already over. Our contracts are done. We both have the knowledge and balance, but that energy just won't go away. And even though that contract has ended, I'm seeing it around me still. So the energy is still in the air. And I know that there are people going through this. That song is about, a narcissist. He wrote it to a narcissist, right? And I'm not just saying like all narcissistic people are bad and they're all like that. No, there's a lot of humans out there that do this kind of stuff to people. So my question is, have you ever stopped and wonder why did God put you in that person's storm or chaos or in that fire just to get burned? This is my book, The 144s. And a lot of people have a lot of complaints and opinions about the 144s. So we're going to explain something right now, especially because this, like, I believe in the spiritual warfare. So, and there's so many people out there right now that are attacking good-hearted people. And here's why. Have you ever just laid in bed awake at night asking, why me? Why do I have all these people attacking me? And I didn't just have one person. I know there's millions out there like me that we had teams of people. And I'm saying like 30, 40 families, okay? So why are all these people, why did they all do this to you? Well, God knew you were never a mistake, that you were never weak. God put you in that battle because he knew something that you didn't even know about yourself. You were sent into their lives, not to be destroyed, but to be a lesson to that person, to be a mirror, to be a force that shook their world. They will never admit this, but you made an impact and a difference in their lives. And most importantly, you made it out. Love is a powerful force. It is not just words or gestures. It is an action, a sacrifice. Remember what I said about this? Be prepared to sacrifice. Hold on, I just lost my spot. Great. Distractions. Sacrifice, patience, and an unwavering commitment to something much greater than one's own self. When God placed you in front of these types of people, he knew exactly what he was doing. He sent you there as a vessel of love, as a light in the darkness, as a reminder of what real, true love is supposed to look like. Not the selfish, manipulated version that they all try to create, but love that is in its purest, most genuine form. People have a way of distorting love. They define it to fit it into their own needs, to free their own, to feed their own egos, to maintain control, to take love and twist it into something that serves them, something that validates their power, something that revolves around their wants, their desires, their comfort. But you were different. You didn't love with conditions or expectations or had any hidden agendas. You loved from your heart. You gave to them freely without keeping score. You loved when it was inconvenient and when it was difficult and when it seemed like it wasn't going to be returned. And that right there was exactly what confused them. Because in their world, love is transactional. It is something to be earned, manipulated, and something to be used. But your love was real. Your love didn't ask for anything in return. Your love saw beyond their facade, beyond the mask that they wore so carefully, and beyond, and what you saw beyond was the mask, the walls that they built to protect themselves. You saw the real them, not the person they pretended to be, the real them. You saw the insecurity, the fear, the deep-seated wounds that they tried so hard to cover up. And instead of running and judging them, and instead of feeding into their illusion, you just loved them anyways. And that terrified many of them, because deep down, narcissists or people like them don't know what to do with real love. A lot of people out there, and love is very foreign to them. It's uncomfortable. It's even painful. It forces them to confront things that they spent their entire lives avoiding. Love shines a light on the emptiness inside them, the void that they try so hard to fill with validation and control. Our people like us, like me, our love is a mirror. It reflects back to them everything they didn't want to see. At first, they soak up your energy, your love, your light. They bask in the warmth of your affection, the attention, and they mistake it, and they take that energy as it was their own. They get addicted to the way that you make them feel, to the way that you uplift them, support them, you poured into them. But then over time, something shifted, right? Because real true love requires vulnerability, honesty, communication, accountability, all the things that most people in their egos, narcissists, cannot handle. So they reject you, they pushed you away, they ran, they ghosted you. They're trying to convince themselves that love is weak, naive, codependent. That word got told to me many, many times. And that it was something to be taken granted. It was something that they would take for granted, because your energy and your light actually was a blessing. But they took your energy and they thought it was them when it was you. There, right there. But no matter how hard they tried, they can never fully embrace the impact that you had on them, because you showed them something that they never truly known. It was foreign to them. Remember that. You showed them the kind of love that doesn't break. It doesn't waver. It doesn't disappear when things get hard. And that love changed them, even if they'll never admit it to you. It made them question things that they never questioned before. It made them see a version of themselves they were not ready to face. It planted a seed that it may have not have grown today or tomorrow or even years from now, but a seed that will always be there. And it might not even be in this lifetime. It may be in a couple lifetimes later, because real true love leaves a mark, and it will linger in their minds and in the souls and in the quiet moments when they are alone and they have to face their own thoughts forever. Why? Because it is something that they never had or could experience. They will try to convince themselves that they don't need it, that they don't miss it, that they don't care about it. But deep down, they do. Their souls will haunt them, because every soul is a reminder that it was made with God's pure love, and it wants that. Because God made you and knew what your heart was. That's why He sent you in to these people. Once a soul has been loved purely, truly, and selflessly, you will never forget that. You can never go back to not knowing what it feels like, and that's why you were there. God didn't want you to fix them, change them, or heal them, and that was my mistake. I thought I could, and that's when I got burned the most. Not to make them, because we are not there to make them into something they were not. And actually, the more I tried to do that, it was like I was getting punished. It was the universe forcing me away from those people. Like, no, that you already called your purpose. Stop right there. And then he would pull me and isolate me, right? Rejection is God's protection. Anyways, you're not supposed to make them into something they're not, but you were there to show them what love really is. And in doing so, you fulfilled your purpose. Even when you got attacked, they didn't appreciate it, they mistreated you, even when they tried to make you feel like you were nothing, like you were worthless, and any other bad name that they wanted to call you. You know, a hoe, you know, I don't know, a Meisner, whatever, I don't know. But baby, you were never nothing. Nothing. You were the lesson that they didn't know they needed. You were the reminder of something so much greater than themselves. You are walking proof that love still exists, and even in the most broken places of this world. Remember, control is everything to the dark forces of this world. It is their lifeline, their safety net, that allows them to maintain the illusion that they have carefully crafted. Because without it, if they are forced to deal with the insecurities, their fears, and the deep void that they have spent their whole lives running from, control gives them a sense of power, superiority, a sense that they think they are always one step ahead of the game. Then you came along. They had to face something they never encountered before. Someone they could not break, bend, manipulate. Someone who would not fit into the box that they had designed, especially for you. So they abused you emotionally, mentally, and some even physically. They studied you and analyzed you and thought, oh, I can mold them just like I did the others. They used charm, validation, and affection to pull you in, to make you believe that they were the wish fulfillment to you, okay? That they were everything you ever wanted. And maybe, just maybe, you might have played along, you gave them the benefit of the doubt, but their words didn't line up with their actions. The false promises, the false hopes, and you seen it and you felt it, and something inside of you refused to surrender completely to them. That's what got them mad. That's because you have something inside of you that they did not anticipate. You have resilience. You have a sense of self that could never be erased, a strength that cannot be subdued, a light that can never be dimmed. No matter how hard they try to manipulate your own reality, gaslight you into questioning your very own being and purpose here on earth, to make you believe that you were less than what you truly were, during all this, there was a part of you that remained untouchable, and that terrified them. That's why they lost control of themselves and the situation. That's why they freaked out. That's why they're still freaking out. Meanwhile, we learned self-mastery. Spiral, we learned self-mastery, right? With self-mastery, no one can trigger you, control you, manipulate you, and most importantly, you're not the one making impulsive decisions. You're balanced, you're centered, and you're remaining in your truth. That's what gets them really mad. And you're living and you're breathing and you're being the true unconditional love that God asked you to bring to these people. You were their wish fulfillment. They were not yours. They are the ones that needed you. People like these do not pick losers. They target the best, the strongest, the smartest, the most capable, the ones who will surpass their own level. So when an empty vessel happens to walk into your life, take a pause and take a moment and think about the reality of this all. You are stronger, wiser, and most importantly, you're a survivor, and they know it. They need you. They need your energy, your light. God called you to show them who you really were, because you are love. They needed that love more than you ever did. So do not ever change your heart. This world, God, or universe needs more of it and more people like us, like you. So alchemy is basically changing the vibration. So the energy is still out there. I've felt it. I see it in other people's lives. I still have it lingering. So what is alchemy? Alchemy is changing the frequency of a thought, altering the harmonic of matter. It's applying the element of love and creating the desire or result that you want or wish you want, or what you desire. It's changing it. Remember, energy cannot be destroyed, but it can be changed and transformed, right? So you can either do that, or you give it up and allow the universe, or what I always say, let go and let God, and let the universe and God handle it, right? So with that being said, overall, recognize that we all go through pain to end pain. It's a process of purification, just like God and Jesus, or just like Jesus, right? Purification before resurrection, right? That's alchemy. So as we step into the age of Aquarius begins the age, like it's the beginning of the age of enlightenment. It's feminine energy, actually. And that brings enlightenment and healing. So like the Kundalini experience, that's a purification process. This process, just like when you have a Kundalini experience, it's energy that has been stored in your brain, or no, it's at the bottom of your spine. I'm sorry, it's been stored, and it goes up your spine and comes out through your third eye or crown chakra, right? So this experience basically calls us to rise up, to wake up, to lead, to stand strong. Unity, love. As we release despair, these are all things, by the way, that Jesus or Yeshua has spoken about. These were his messages, and they have been so, they're screaming at everybody right now today, because we are changing eras. We are stepping into a new age. So as we release despair, we turn it into hope. We all need to live in a higher vibration than the negative energy, right? So ask the divine. So there's things that we can do while we're just chilling at home, right? And this negative energy comes into play, because I'll be sitting watching TV and I can just feel it. Just like I said, that, I woke up this morning and I don't talk to, I'm not a medium. I purposely do not want to be. And I do not want, I want my messages to come from the Most High, God, the divine. I do not want my messages coming from, the 4D realm. Not that I think that I'm better or anything. It's just, I know that lost souls, or, some of them they're not lost souls. No, there's no such thing as lost souls. Let me retract that. A lot of these souls, they're looking for closure, and I don't want to be a part of that. So, and the ones that have came to me, that were purposely for me, I made my peace with that. So, or they did. They made their peace with me. So you can always ask the divine to fix the holes in our aura. So when these negative energies, like the narcissist and like, let's say the 300 people that wanted to come and attack you, what happens is when they're manipulating and calling you bad names, they're actually, because everybody has an auric field around them. And this is part of my, my Reiki master healing education that I'm putting out there. So we all have this aura around us. And every time somebody like calls you a bad name or, abuses you, they put a hole in your auric field. Eventually, when that hole gets put in, that's how they can seep in your, pull from your energy. So that's why they say, call your energy back, because these people have taken it. They want your light. The narcissist or people like them, the egotistic people, the ones that are craving power, they see something in you that they don't have. That's why they need you. You don't need them. You already know that you are love. And that when you need love, you got the Most High, right? Because I connect to the divine all the time. Even this goes even back to when I was a child. I wanted a mom, but they say that when you get a blessing, it comes in different forms. It just wasn't the blessing that I expected. So instead of me, I did have a mom. It just wasn't in the form of human form. So every night, Mary, I actually would, Mother Mary would actually come to me and hug me every night, and she'd stay by my bedside until I fell asleep. She comforted me. She was my mom. That's who I talked to and prayed to and everything. And that's a whole nother story, how that even came into play. But there she was, she was there for me probably for all of my, like when I was young, from the time that I moved to Indiana, from the time my parents were divorced and I moved to Indiana, I think me and her parted ways. She's still connected to me, but not as much. But I want to say probably when I started going to college, me and her kind of, parted in a sense. I stopped asking and needing things from her, and she stopped coming to my bedside. Although I can call upon her anytime, and I know that she's still around because I can feel her. She's very distinct and very loving and kind energy. So anyways, going back to asking the divine before you go to bed at night, you can always ask the divine or whoever you pray to and be like, hey, while I sleep tonight, fix the holes in my auric field. They will send angels down and mend your auric field. So you can always ask for that. You can also you can imagine you being in a white bubble or having white light shine down onto your head and let it wash over you. And when this white light, it's going to be a white sparkly light because it came from the heavens. So you let this white sparkly light come all over you and let it wash all the negative energies from your body. And you can recite words, because remember, words have power. And you can recite words and you can say, remove all the negative energies from your body, from your past lives, from your ancestors, and you let it flow down into the earth to allow Mother Earth, because Earth is a mom, and what are mothers good at? They're good at cleaning. So Mother Earth will clean and renew this energy with love, light, and compassion and kindness. Because again, negative energy needs, it will always keep coming back because it needs to be freed. It needs resolution, and that's why it keeps coming back. So you can also always state, like I'm heavy on affirmations. I actually have a few affirmations that I say every day when I wake up and every day before I go to bed, and it works for me. So, but you can also declare and decree. You could say something like this: I declare and decree for all negative energy from the last how many years? And you can say past lives, timelines, realms, and dimensions. You can use whatever you need so that it fits you, right? So to be removed from my body and my energetic auric field immediately, to be cleansed and renewed with love. And then also thank the universe for the growth and lessons that you gained for whatever experiences that you are trying to remove from your energy field. Because remember, these energies need to be, both souls, have to learn a lesson. And once the lesson is learned, then they're freed from that contract. But the energy sometimes is still hanging around, even though like the contract is over, that energy still hangs on because that energy needs to be healed. It needs to be freed. It needs love, because that's why it's attaching to you. You were the love that it's never had before. And it knows that once it breaks away from you, they're never gonna find that or have that again, because they don't know that that love's already inside of them. God made us all different and unique. And I've had people ask me before, why do you love like that? And I'll be honest with you, I don't know any other way. So I'm carefree and I'm kind, and I just do it. And people will always tell me, well, that's stupid. You're stupid. But at the end of the day, that's how Jesus lived his life. He knew that all these disciples that were his friends, Peter himself, he betrayed him 3 times, and yet still He okayed it. He embraced it. He knew that. And at the end of the day, that's what these energies are looking for. You know, it says in the Bible that we do not fight against human flesh, that we fight against the dark forces. These people that don't have the light that we carry or that I carry, again, my book. By the way, to be a 144, and I know a lot of people are going to be like, no, that's just nonsense. You have a better chance of being a 144 than winning the lottery. Just going to say that. So anyways, this book is like, I wrote this book. This is one of my son's favorite book. He said when he wrote this, or when he read this, that he felt like a superhero. So if you are down in the dumps and you are going through all this and you need this energy cleanse, I do advise to read this book. It will help you. It'll help maybe clarify why the things are happening in your life and how you can free yourself from it. I'm not really sure if I tell people how to free yourself from it in this one. I wrote like so many of them, so I forget what I actually wrote in some of these books. But I actually was looking through it, and definitely with the energy coming in the next 2 days, chapter 2 is definitely going to be good for a lot of people that have to walk the path that I'm walking. You know, so, or some people call it the Christ consciousness. I don't call it that. I call it the path of, you know, some people call it the path of oneness. I'm not really necessarily calling it that. I just call it the path of love, right? Because at the end of the day, love conquers all. It will move mountains. And that's what people don't get, especially the sad people. It's sad. Don't hate them. Don't allow their negative energy to make you bitter, because that's when you're going to get isolated. That's because God already knows. He made you a certain way. He wants you to stay that way. So remember who you are. The Leo energy wanted you to remember. I know I'm a loving and kind person, but I had a lot of people that wanted me to be just like them. They wanted me to be bitter. And at the end of the day, I win, because I'm not. I'm happy. I'm carefree. I got myself a gong. But anyways, I probably am going to make some shorts. I don't know, especially maybe some declared degree shorts, because I think that this will help. But also definitely take my advice. And if you do like spiritual baths, remember the word bliss, you know. So you got blessed, lavender oil. What was it? BLI. The I is intention, and then S is salt, and what's the other S? I forgot what the other S is. Salt and something else, but I know baking soda is usually part of like a lot of spiritual baths. Even if you don't like have the money to go buy something like extravagant, like my husband just got me this huge like lavender. The next time I do a video, I'll show you guys. It smells so amazing. I just want to put my head in it and just stay there forever. But I threw that in today. I always do my spiritual baths on Sundays because, you know, new beginning, new week. And anyways, if you don't have the money to go out and buy something extravagant or whatever, you can just use Epsom salt. Remember, your bath water, water carries vibrational energy, and if you speak into it, you give it the intention. So, food for thought. Anyways, I hope you all liked this and got something from it. Definitely do not allow people to change you. Keep being your loving and blessed self, because we all need people like you out there. I do. I need people like you out there, because I need to know, just like Dax, we know there's millions of us out there that, you know, we just need to find each other and give each other big fat hugs, because we made it and you survived, and the cycle is over. It is over. Just the energy is still lingering. Again, wish it well. And some people sage away. I don't know. I'm not huge into saging. I do it, but I had an incident and it's not a really good one. So I kind of been avoiding the whole saging thing. But my long story short, one of the ashes fell and I did not know, and it hit one of my rugs and the rug caught on fire. That's not good. Like, oh, all right, talk about the Phoenix Rising. But anywho, take care of yourself. Give yourself a big fat hug and, you know, put the love energy out there. Love conquers all, right? This whole month has been about love. So anyways, please like, share, and subscribe for more content. Be safe out there, and namaste.